We have just recently uploaded a video on the 10 champions of Grandpa Nurgle, and so without further ado, we shall continue the trend and satisfy you with information gratification in the form of the 10 greatest champions of Slaanesh, which will include the Noise Marines and the Ascended models that have achieved pleasurable demonhood. These entries here in this list are chosen for their different deeds and conquests in the material realm, for the Prince of Pleasure. So let's get to it. At number 10 we have the Radiant King. Once a proud captain of the Emperor's children, Telmar descended into the clutches of chaos during the Horus Heresy. Now a grotesque embodiment of Slaanesh's perverse pleasures, he bore the title of the Radiant King in his joyful repose. His once regal armor has now been adorned with blasphemous symbols and mutated appendages, and he aligned himself with Eidolon's Phoenix Conclave. In the 34th millennium, his twisted path intersected with that of Oleander Ko and the infamous Fabius B in attacking the Elder Craftworld of Lugonath. As the forces of chaos descended upon the Craftworld, Telmar indulged in the consumption of countless spirit stones, each stolen essence fueling his grotesque metamorphosis. The air crackled with the chaotic energies as he began his unholy transformation into a demon prince, but in the end, it was the unity of the Eldar that proved his undoing. Surrounded and outnumbered, he succumbed to the onslaught, and the Radiant King, in his joyful repose, in his twisted quest for power, fell short of the demonhood he sought after. Number 9. Julius Queron. A stalwart commander, he stood witness to the atrocities of Isstvan III and the treacherous Dropside massacre on Isstvan V. It was amidst the chaos that Queron's destiny took to Slaanesh. Baptized in the discordant symphony of his legion's fall, Queron became one of the first Noise Marines, the Cacophony, wielding sonic weaponry that mirrored the dissonance of his soul. Believed to have met his demise on the accursed fields of Isstvan V, Queron's journey took an unexpected twist. Slaanesh, the insatiable patron of excess, refused to relinquish such a potent servant. Resurrected in the warp's twisted embrace, Queron emerged as a new demon prince. Millennia later, in the grim year of 812 of M41, the demon prince materialized in the hive world of Shardanus, coinciding with the Iron Hand's campaign to quell a rebellion. Queron, fueled by the chaotic energies that bound him, confronted his adversaries with an otherworldly fervor. But in a climactic confrontation, the Iron Hands proved that even a demon prince could be vanquished. Number 8. The Doom Rider. Once a mysterious figure lost to the annals of time, Doom Rider, a demon prince devoted to the chaos god Slaanesh, emerged from a nebulous past, whispers suggesting that he might have been once a space marine biker of the Emperor's Children Legion, while others claim that he was a renegade from a different legion, maybe from the White Scars, as evident with the love of riding. Having attained the coveted gift of demonhood from Slaanesh, Doom Rider embarked on a ceaseless quest, tearing through both the material and immaterial realms. A former space marine biker, his insatiable love for speed surpassed even the most fervent orc speed freak, setting him apart as a unique and chaotic force. In the recent turn of fate, Doom Rider found himself in a clash with a White Scars chapter master of the Hunt, Korsaro Khan. The battle unfolded in a storm of speed and savagery, culminating in Khan's triumph over the enigmatic demon prince. Number 7. The Rapturous Voice. Within the tumultuous expanse of the Screaming Vortex, a notorious champion of the Emperor's Children known as the Rapturous Voice has emerged as a malevolent force. This Noise Marine, adorned with extravagant armor, wields a massive vox insect with grotesque jaws and decorative pipes. His weapon, for short, his discordant melodies, simultaneously horrifying and captivating, emanate from his twisted instrument. The Rapturous Voice unnerving harmonies induce a range of intense and conflicting emotions, ensnaring unsuspecting listeners to willingly become his devoted slaves. Those under his influence eagerly engage in depraved acts to revel in his hypnotic tunes. The Voice's intoxicating power has spread insidiously throughout the Screaming Vortex, captivating powerful Noise Marines as well, and the formidable warlords who pledged their heretical allegiance to his every desire, and ultimately fueling the sonic pleasures of his patron deity. Number 6. Fabius B. Known as the Spider and the Primogenitor, Fabius B, a former lieutenant commander and the chief apothecary of the Emperor's Children during the Horus Heresy, has transformed into a notorious Chaos Space Marine. Renowned as a deranged scientist, he specializes in genetic manipulation and crafting augmented warriors. Unlike many of his former comrades, Bile doesn't really align with Slaanesh, even though he gets blessings from that god. He dedicates himself to scientific pursuits, delving into research for creating and enhancing space marines. Bile's experiments extend to himself as well, resulting in vast variations in strength and abilities. To counter his frail form, he creates numerous clones, implanting his brain for extended lifespans, effectively achieving a form of immortality with every successive awakening. He possesses an instrument called the Chirurgeon, a warp-tainted mechanical device pumping demonically charged black ink into his body, enhancing his resilience, and also he has the dreaded demon-forged weapon known as the Rod of Torment. Number 5. Lucius the Eternal. The ultimate mortal champion of Slaanesh. Well, sort of mortal, as you'll soon find out. Lucius, a Chaos Space Marine turned Chaos Lord, attains a form of unholy immortality through a dark curse imposed by Slaanesh. This curse dictates that anyone who takes pride in killing Lucius becomes the new vessel for his consciousness, merging with him. This twisted form of life allows Lucius to persist through the bodies of those who defeated him, ensuring his perpetual existence. This cycle persists with each of Lucius' slayers gradually morphing into him, even extending to the unexpected victims like the Necrons, showcasing that even beings devoid of emotions can fall prey to feelings like pride and satisfaction. Renowned for his exceptional dueling skills and proficiency in various forms of combat, Lucius relishes the sensations of pain and the associated emotions. His armor serves as a morbid canvas adorned with the faces of those who failed to best him, a testament to his martial prowess, as well as those who have beaten him but took pride in that or satisfaction and became him in the end. Number 4. The Silver Prince. This is a powerful and lesser known demon prince of Slaanesh. He was once a space marine from an unknown or undescribed chapter, but probably one of the Noise Marines who formed and led his own warband. His group is a great rival of another one from Khorne's side, the warband called the Skull Sworn. In one particular instance, both these warbands competed with each other to get to an imperial world called Hunter's Haven and wreak havoc among the population. And unfortunately, the Silver Prince lost the game. He lost it to the Khornate group, who got there first and massacred people for 3 days. When the Silver Prince and his crew finally arrived, they found the city in ruins and were really mad. The Silver Prince led his forces in attacking the Skull Sworn in retaliation. This started a long and tough battle between the two groups, which legends say is still continuing. Number 3. The Sapphire King. Not really sure of his origins, but it is said that this champion of Slaanesh was born from the frustrations of Ferrus Manus' death and the twisted emotions of Fulgrim as he slew his own brother. The Sapphire King, a demon prince of Slaanesh, stands as a formidable adversary to the Iron Hands chapter. Leading forces comprising of both cultures and Emperor's children, followers of the Sapphire King engage in conflicts like the War for the Almetrican Reach and the Scarver's ambush against the Iron Hands. In the dark saga of the Gaudinian heresy, the Sapphire King succeeded in corrupting significant members of the Iron Hands, notably Iron Father Christus. However, amidst the chaos, he faced his end when he was beheaded by the epistolary called Lidric in the heat of battle. Number 2. Demon Primark Fulgrim. Fulgrim, the Primark of the Emperor's Children Legion, was one of the best of the sons of the Emperor. He sadly, before and early in the Horus Heresy, experienced a tragic fall to chaos, with a slow and gradual descent into depravity and straight into the arms of Slaanesh. Fulgrim's corruption began when he encountered a sentient sword named the Lair Blade on the Xenos world of Lairen. This weapon was in fact a demon, and whispered seductive promises that fueled Fulgrim's desire for perfection, leading him down a path of excess and hedonism. Slowly he embraced the twisted delights offered by Slaanesh, and the once noble and honorable Primark succumbed to the Chaos God's alluring grasp. As a demon prince, his once majestic features became twisted and demonic, embodying the excess and decadence of the Prince of Pleasure, acquiring a serpentine shape with multiple hands. Enhanced by the dark gifts of Slaanesh, he became an unparalleled duelist. His swordsmanship reached levels of perfection beyond mortal comprehension, easily defeating the likes of other Primarchs like Guilliman. As of the present day, he has entered back into the material realm, invading and subjugating imperial fringe worlds for his incomprehensible pleasures. And number 1. Inari, the First Keeper. Inari, a demon prince of Slaanesh, possesses a serpent-like lower body, transforming into a grotesque and obese form in combat. His origins trace back to the chaos of an embattled world, and his powers include immense strength and manipulation of psychic energies. Inari, born on an isolated world trapped in the warp storms, rose to power during a Chaos Powers attempts to conquer the planet. Dedicated to Slaanesh, he earned demonhood through unwavering service. During the Horus Heresy, Inari fought against the Emperor alongside Horus. Later he reappeared during the Siege of Terra and clashed with the Eldar and the Grey Knights. In the 41st millennium, Inari and the Prophet of Jostero form an alliance, bringing a portion of the realm of chaos into the mortal universe. This act drew the Supreme Grandmaster Kaldor Drago of the Grey Knights through the rift and reuniting briefly with his former chapter. Drago fought alongside the Grey Knights on Jostero against Inari's threat and the Mad Prophet, and ultimately defeating him before being dragged back to the warp. Kaldor I mean, as well as Inari the First Keeper. So if you like this video, then check this other one too, and if you want to browse for other Warhammer content, then check out our channel. So subscribe and like for support, and yeah, while you're at it, bang on the bell icon for notifications on new video uploads. Till the next time, take care, boys.